All right, welcome guys to Grim and Draco Reacts. Today we're gonna be reacting to some more. What are we watching?
Th-
It seems like
In
we're
this
going to continue watching.
in this video, it is badly translated Chinese and badly translated Indian history.
So make sure to hit that notification bell, like, and subscribe. Let's get right into the video.
Japan. So the first thing that ever happened in China is Japan. I translated Wikipedia's timeline of Chinese history from 2000 BC all the way to the modern day, using languages with terrible translation quality. This was the result. Sponsored by Surfshark. 2500
Sponsor?
BC, battlefield. Army of angels under the Yellow Empire. 2366, Danzig has become king. Nice. And then he initially contacted Van Lang. Who? 2200 BC, widespread flooding. The UT runway temporarily ends. The full shower system. Waste and waste. Archaeological evidence suggests that this happened around 1920 AD. It's either 2200 BC or 1920. We don't know. 2007 BC, the people of St. Georgia welcomed troops loyal to the Savior, and Khan committed suicide. 1985 BC, Joe, a member of the Shia community, became King Shias. 1968 BC, Jews are dead, and you are attached to your son. 1924 BC,
That got
the
dark
last
fast.
person died, and he inherited the
Jews.
throne with his siblings. That's the first time we know about his. You got siblings?
Yes.
1906 BC, I inherited this guy from Shia Sia. I just got him. 1890
You
BC,
inherited a
the
guy.
successor to Xi Jinping. He's already here. 1290 BC, the king of Shanghai became the king of Finland.
What?
It was really
How was
difficult to
that
rule
possible?
between the
I
two
don't
places,
know.
but he managed it. 1129, Wu died, and the throne was captured by thorns. 1076 BC, he is dead. 1047, Sue treated me like a mirror. She just kept staring at me. And then 1043, he's angry. 891 BC, the king is the king of royalty, and his uncle became the king of the king. 885 BC,
Ah, yes.
King Jesus, the son of Jesus,
What?
became King
What?
Kung King Chu. 887, a dying Julie's feet became the king of the horn. Uh-oh. Excuse me,
I didn't know
827,
feet could be
Lizzo
king.
became king of Zoroastrianism. I got some awful news. 782 BC, the dog is dead.
No,
607 BC,
No!
stop,
not the
stop.
doggos.
606 BC, Song Chuan,
We have
grandson
enough of your
of
dogs.
gambling children, becomes king
Gambling
of
children?
Zhengzhou. They started using sword money. What do you mean they started using sword money? Like, swords is money? Or the money has sword on it? Which
Money
one,
has
please?
swords.
There's a lot of death going on. Yuan died, the Lai is dead, Shan died, Sun Bin died, Wu died. 251 BC, wow. Santa
Going
Claus,
back in time.
wow. 260 BC, during the Chinese War, the Champagne Army handed over Chow's forces and General Chu Qi was killed at high speed. 210 BC,
Oh,
Kim
God.
Jihong died when his troops entered his courtroom to create a mercury table. Interestingly, the drug was designed to commemorate the ISS empire.
The drug?
Well, how were they going to create a mercury table? They had it all thought out, and then oh, it's a liquid. Damn it! He built the ocean empire after continental Europe. He's like in Atlantis, which doesn't surprise me anymore. 139 BC, the eighth immortal in Hong Kong was identified as Hu Nanji. Sorry, there's 8 immortals, and why is this the first time we've heard about this? It's just so casual. It's like, yeah, it's the 8th one. So, speaking of immortals in Hong Kong, have you ever watched Police Story starring Jackie Chan? Well, I did, using today's sponsor, Surfshark VPN. I know, you're rushing to Netflix right now to try and watch it, but oh no, it's not there. Don't panic. Connect to the Hong Kong server and boom, there he is. Surfshark has thousands of servers around the world that can help you make the most of your subscriptions. Internet service providers snooping what you're doing and blocking you from accessing certain sites?
How dare
Do you
they?
live in an awful country where the awful government restricts what websites and content you can access?
Yes.
Not anymore you don't, because you're connected to a VPN server someplace cooler. Secure your privacy today with Surfshark. Enter coupon code STARVEHAR for an extra 4 months free
Hey,
at
support him.
surfshark.deals
Support him.
/STARVEHAR. Oh damn, they got Police Story 2 and 3 on here as well. You know he almost died going down that light? 102 BC, the Han cocaine was sealed by the military. Oh
The heck?
god, I've got some awful news. 49 BC, the pig is dead now.
Not the
First
pig.
the dog, now the pig. This farm's going downhill. It's your fault. The son of Hannah from the Swedish Empire became an ancient king's guitarist. The oldest story of stamped gun life in China has emerged. The oldest part of the trolley has been formed. We've got
Okay.
it. The wheel. 111 AD. He's Muslim. Before Islam was made. Didn't he build a mosque as well? So it's kind of confirmed now. The general swore to kill him and swore that he would kill him. I'll do it. 232. GOG is out.
I
That's
will.
a shame. I bought Medal of Honor on there. Never gonna get to play it again. 254. Himmler abandoned public style and
Who?
took the helm.
Himmler?
The helm of his grandson. What's he doing here? Get him out of here. The masked train was seen.
That's worse
heading
than
south.
Timothy.
See, it's just so mysterious. What is happening? Who is this masked train? In the 300s, this money is exempt from taxes. Warrior Healy
Is it?
announces himself to Prince Joe. The elephant sent a letter of forgiveness to Lin's ex. The first perfect picture appeared. Thank God. The lake died and the Chinese Empire succeeded in prostitution.
What?
What do
Okay.
you mean succeeded? Death of snakes, they're gone. They're all gone. The death of the Philippine Empire successfully occurred in the Chinese city of Phnom Penh. That's not Chinese! Wang Man. Former Empress Bumhai Prime Minister was arrested and imprisoned. What is happening in the 300s?
God.
Marino's brother, Marino, good names, has been proclaimed heir to the throne of Southern Rhodesia. The fascists fled to India to receive religious letters. What was going on then? 496, GB changed his name to Han. Zhang Fei changed his name to Han. And changed his name to Han. Everyone is Han. 602, the former Soviet-British War won the old Loy II and won together. What? I'm sorry, what is this? Saad eBay Walkers was the first to visit China. 666, the Chinese god Xiao Tong Xiao created a mechanized train, a reference to the Japanese empire of Tangi. Is this a reference to the other train? 717, the Transylvanian Arab invasion hoped to occupy four
What?
large Danish armies in NC, but Aksu won the war. Well, there goes the dream. 725, Ixing has room to generate electricity. Yeah, I think I can fit it in. 751, after the invasion of the armed forces, the Tanzanian army was heavily smashed into the Talas River by the Abid Tibetan army, which may have been near the modern city of Talas? Maybe. 757, battlefield. After the siege, about 6,000 young soldiers were killed. Thousands of tanks were killed as civilians died of hunger and overthrow. The Rangers finally defeated Xinhua. Arab and Persian pirates robbed. Damn. Burned tanks to wood and set fire. They were burnt to wood. Prince Lego was the first to order
Prince
China's
Lego.
only shipbuilding. Go to the pump. I'm not going to ask again. 845, the fight against massive corruption. Buddhism and Zoroastrian religious institutions are being abolished by Buddhist doctrines and religious institutions that are considered Buddhists. I mean, what do you even take away there? The Buddhist, like, you know, I'll get rid of it. 868, the diamonds were taken away.
Not the diamonds.
How am I going to make a pickaxe now? 879, Canton Massacre. Hong Kong bank shoots and kills 200,000 foreigners, Arabs and French. Damn. Moment of silence for the 200,000 foreigners. General Xu was killed by bees. The bees. 936. Tai Sung Hu Wei has accepted the hero of Jinsa Isle,
Who?
General Dongxi Jintao, to be an intestine. Emperor Tan Li Kong extinguished the fire, imprisoned his family and slaves, and then infiltrated the Liu and Jin army together. Why? This is everything I've been just saying is why has this happened? 945. I beat Minnesota and joined Mount Thornton. The gang stabbed and later tied Jintan with a knife. I don't remember that episode of Always Sunny. 969.
What is
South
happening?
of Hanoi was occupied and imprisoned by the music industry.
Uh-oh.
1080. To protect the elephants, teeth are kept. About 60,000 people have been killed by the Chinese army.
I believe it.
And Western Zip militias have defended Anglo-American branch troops attacking elephants. What is it? The teeth aren't working. 1086 dead. Yep.
Just
The
dead.
article published in an early article in the Pool Dream. What is the Pool Dream? You could have a pool if only you kept teeth. 1100. Jason died, and he was replaced by his brother, Stade Hickson. Hey guys, Stade Hickson here. 1103, Britain has left the French rocks. It was me. 1142, the UK was punished for speaking out loud about the betrayal of Santa Barbara Jean Hui. You keep that to yourself. I got some
It's always
awful
the
news.
British.
Are you sitting down for this one? A fisherman named Gargan died. 1265, King of Music. Mongolian Empire invades January. They're taking over an entire month. 1289, Pope Francis visit to China. Okay, is this... Number one, what's he doing here? The Mongols have just invaded and he's just rocked up and we don't have time. Get him out. Wang Ein said he could make a type of wood. Thank you. Thank you. 1323, I was
needed that.
greatly killed in the government, led by Hongrat, the great observer of
No.
Dashi. It's really great, though. The Red Cross rose up, and the rebels occupied Nanyang. Even the Red
Okay.
Cross, they're not supposed to get involved, but they're getting involved. 1449, Tomo Crisis. The 4-year-old Germans defeated the Ming King and left Jingdong Emperor in Tomo today. I can see why that's a crisis. 1461, Ancient Celebration. The monkey, led by the general of the Nine Kings, climbed the mountain and was trampled on the territory of
No.
the Mingbei River. 1557, the Portuguese government in Mecca created a permanent solution. What do you mean? What does this mean? 1582, search mission, she arrived in Macau. Private newspapers were first published in Beijing. The oldest video of a station has been released. Nice. 1592, about 200,000 Japanese troops invaded North Korea. Pyongyang sanctions. Allied forces withdraw Japanese troops from Pyongyang. This is all very modern. 1610, this was broadcast by Xi Jinping. He's back. 1642, Yellow River flood. Banana captures the Yellow River and encircles the Australian fleet. Destroyed by the governor of Go.
Not the Aussies.
Jesus. 1644, Ji Hoi hanged himself when the army of Emperor Shung and Li Zhicheng broke the beach wall. You've ruined the beach wall. I can't believe it.
No.
Huge Anthony Thomas drama here. 1682, Anthony Thomas, a German from Belgium, came to China. 1690, I don't see. 1711, East India has created a business website in modern-day Canton. 1715, China controversy. Pope Clement XIV's case bans the concealment of deaths and increases population of Chinese doctors in Hong Kong. 1755, 10 questioning Shah Khan handled the military into the main invasion. What a weird nickname. They call her 10 questioning because she's always questioning. Here's some quotes from 1782.
Okay.
All the books of the 4 countries are over. Red is a human dream. 1793, George McKenny, the British ambassador to Macedonia, advised the Chinese emperor, just, why you go back to Macedonia? Get out of here. Everyone's always rocking up, like trying to give people advice. Go away. 1839, destroying humanity's opium. Captain Xinglin Dynasty, good name, ordered the destruction of about 1,000 tons of cannabis damaged by East India Company dealers. Why is it so dramatic? Destroy humanity's opium. Although didn't I take morphine, so that's maybe why he's upset about it. 1851. Han Shaogan's disciples saw themselves as followers of Jesus and preached against the people of Bangladesh, believing that the government was the foundation of the modern era. They hate the people of Bangladesh. Second Opium War, the British Navy destroys Canton. It's gone. 1862. 2. Tank Rebellion. There's an unusual rebellion among the Wawe people living west of the Yellow River. 1868, crime in Johannesburg. 1873, Rebel Ladder. The last remaining part of the staircase was Hu Tengshong, beat Sport King. 1894, Sino-Japanese War 1. Japan and Singapore declare war. Damn, you got the wrong country. 1898, hundreds of days of reform. Changes have been made to the nitrogen enclave, including major changes in UK elections and the elimination of cannabis. Damn! 1911, another resurrection in my heart. 1923, Chinese radio computers are very complex. 1925, the Great Council of China died from the heat of the sun. 1931, Jiangxi Anti-Soviet Blockade Project, NRA funding and investment in Jiangxi, Soviet Union. 1935, Chiang Mai and his wife Mary created a new inspiration for life. 1937, Battle of Pingxing Pass. The 8th Army defeated a small Italian army trying to get supplies through Pingxing Pass. Battle of Shanghai. The NRA began withdrawing troops from Shanghai in response to the Japanese invasion. 1941. A communist official from Mukhistan gave a speech in Johannesburg and announced that Taylor's series of reforms, dialogue and progress will initiate the inspection project and begin the cleanup program.
Cleanup program.
1943, Cairo Conference. Chang, US President Franklin D. Roosevelt and British Prime Minister Winston Churchill announced the Cairo Declaration. All three countries have expressed their desire to gain independence from Korea and return their land to China. I just wish we were independent from Korea. Still, to this day, Korea rules over the UK and the US. We just want to give it back to China. 1948, Puma War. After the People's Liberation Army, the last patriarch of the Temple of the Eagle in Inkila, Manchuria, retreated. See ya. 1949, the Republic of Korea moved its capital from Chengdu to Taipei. Can they do that? I suppose they do, because Korea owns everything, don't they? 1950, land mission on Hainan Island. Chinese troops captured the Russian-occupied Orthodox Church on Hainan Island. Is that real? Political prisoners were killed in dog farms.
What's a dog
1952.
farm?
The announcement refers to 5 organizations that say Bulgarians should be held accountable for crimes such as corruption and tax evasion.
What did the Bulgarians
See steps
do?
3 to 5. 1964, Chairman Mao's speech was presented in an interesting way. 596, the Chinese government detonates the first nuclear weapon at Loop Nor. 1966, Cultural Revolution, the Chinese Communist Party begins a campaign to exterminate 4 children. Koti Danu Popori published an editorial titled, "We Have Hands, Don't Lie in the City," which called on young soldiers, including the old guard, to leave the city and move to a big country. 1976, I went to an online meeting with the president. 1979, China and the United States copyright. 1989, at Tiananmen Airport, protesters gathered at the palace to honor traditional heroes. 4th of
Nice.
June, 1 year. Nothing else happened. And there you have it. 1990, compared to the protest in Beijing student movement, to clean Bloody Summer Memorial is impossible. 1991, the Soviet Union fell and the People's Republic of China became the largest country in the world.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Well done. 1992, Deng Xiaoping went south to restore the economy. He's doing it himself. 2000, Sheng Shubao, the Trans-Pacific partner candidate for the ruling Chinese Nationalist Party, received 2.5 votes. Well done. How do you receive half a vote? There was no one there except for the four of us. 2005, he rejected anti-corruption laws that cast doubt on China's ability to unify Taiwan. 1.6 million people protest the ban in Taipei. Why would he do this? Also in 2005, but the blue bus goes to China. But the blue bus goes to China. How can you protest? 2007, the 3rd of August. Solution, no, not much. On the 24th of October, Fig 1 was sent to the moon. Huge Fig law. I can't believe it. We got more. 2012, Chongqing Committee Vice Chairman Wang Lijun urged foreign companies to have faith. Just have faith. On the 4th of July, we made 3 trips on foot. 2014, nice. China is the 2nd largest country in the world. Didn't they used to be the biggest? We got new players in town. 2016, Tsai Ing-wen sworn in as the 14th and current head of the Russian Orthodox Church, the 3rd peaceful transition in Chinese history, and the 1st female president. 2018, Xi Jinping rejects the gift list. No thank you. 2020, the appointment of Tsai Ing-wen as the head of the Russian Orthodox Church has complicated relations with China.
Oh no.
Thank you again to Surfshark VPN for sponsoring this video. Check out the link in the description. I watched Police Story 1 and 2. I haven't watched 3 yet. I got it on 4K Blu-ray.
So, what do you think of Chinese history?
A lot of people died, unfortunately. But the most sad thing about the Chinese history is when the dog died.
So true.
Made me cry.
All right. Indian history. Let's get it.
I translated Wikipedia's timeline of Indian history from 4000 BC all the way to the modern day, using languages with terrible translation quality, and this was the result. Sponsored by Incogni. 4000 BC.
Sponsor.
In Hindu times, it began with the use of one of the oldest machine markers in the sun's holy scriptures, called the Trunk of Andres. Between 1000 and 1500 years ago, the cultural community develops new technologies, letters, bronchodilators in literary fields, including urban planning, brick house burning, efficient cleaning systems, pest support systems, and large non-kitchen structures. This culture is mainly used in the form of many bamboos. What are bronchodilators, by the way? And also, what are pest support systems? It's pro-pest. 2600 BC, Damien Indus Tourism Guide for Adults. That's the first shout out, the Damien Indus Tourist Guide for Adults. Not for kids. 1900 BCE, the mature Indian civilization ended in Indian tourism. 1700 BC, Prague Tiara Sandra. It sounds like a Hindu. Has become the stabbing of King Mahada, a cruel man. The magic became the 3rd Prince of Wales. What? After Brown Sugar, Brihad Karama Magda became governor of the 10 Rings. 1292 BC, after the brave king, Sultanji Vamir became 12 governors. He split himself up. The creation of Vietnam, he's here. Vietnam's here, boys. Also, creation of a bank, just one of them. After a brief jab, he became the 24th king of the Bahamas. Just a bit of a brief jab. 700 BC includes holy text in the Holy Book of Hinduism. Costa Rica is a black polytechnic culture in the north. That sounds kind of offensive. I don't really know. 350 BC, Panini's English language, from the origin of Radara, the founder of the English language that describes the grammatical phrases of Panini in the same quantity. Huh? This is like Elden Ring lore, they've all got the same name. They call him Panini the Unwashed. 304 BC, in exchange for 5 weapons, Seleucus dedicated the mainland, Africa/Preston, to the port of Gupta, and Seleucus agreed to marry his partner, Rigupta. 290 BC, Indian archaeologist and poet Pilashan invented this weapon, also known as the finger formula.
The finger gun. I knew
165 BC, Mandi, the Indonesian Greek king, was the king of the Indonesian Greek Empire. When he became a supporter of God, Greek Buddhism, and adopted him, he was considered the most radical sectarian king in Greece. What is that? What is going on? Why did he adopt him? 100 BC, former Indian dollar, Shark Samhita, Kadisha Adrio religion logo, wings retention, and Aghan Wish Samhita's response to stress. I think I understand. An era of success begins was so back. 320 AD, the servant got up and grabbed the secret stuff.
Whoa.
335 AD, General Gupta took the garden and expanded the queen. Okay. 455, Shunagata behaved very well in the wax. He's behaving very well in there. 467, the hands stood up. During the reign of King Yogi Kata, an army of British grandparents also left. There they go. 500 AD, Mihirakul Alkinant Sigananucho has been through the website. Nihashilo, considered a cruel monarch, and the statue of the goddess was destroyed when his empire was exposed. Empire exposed. Huge drama. This stuff's all history now, but your personal data being sold could be history using today's video sponsor, Incogni. If you've ever been on the internet for a long time, you've no doubt spilled a big bucket of personal data everywhere. From signing up to business classes as a kid, to looking for sweet deals on ice cream as an adult. But every time something seems too good to be free, your data is the price. Ever wonder how scam callers get your, or maybe your little old granny's phone number? Well, data brokers allow them to, and in some cases target vulnerable communities, and knowingly sell personal data to scammers.
How dare they?
You don't have to clean that big stinking data spill all by yourself. Incogni reaches out to data brokers on your behalf, requests your personal data removal, and deals with any objections from their side. Take your personal data back with Incogni. Use code STARVHARV at the link below and get 60% off an annual plan at incogni.com/StarveHarv. 528, following the Sunday War, Asad Haman defeated the universe of Hands and the Guptas and formed the sewer Gatchets. What a Gatchet. 993, Rajesh Kolam of Sri Lanka with a pistol. Edu Wada of Sri Lanka shakes his head. No, not right. 1003, connect the Maldives to the link of the Solar Empire. 1014, Mahmud Ghazni, the Hindu king Shahid Trelochanth Flak Haravan Punjab, lost his 100. Then he tried to attack his wife, and Sango Rogan attacked her. The heck is going on? 1025,
What the wife do?
Saracen eagle was cut off from Muhammad Ghazni's main tank. They're so advanced. Say in India and China they had tanks so early. The room was created by Pema Bielo, a chocolate circle. What? What's a chocolate circler? What do you do for a living? Oh, I'm a chocolate circler. Also read Albanians settle in India's torch after Muhammad's death. 1157.
Okay.
Kalyani Calgary Inc. v. The middle-aged man goes after someone else's happiness.
As they tend to.
1194. Kusu Muhammad and Kanu Jason Hamsimati were scared of the moon and killed Corey Jayachandran. Why
No.
this? That's not an excuse. 1210. Cockboding played Ibec polo and died. 1211. Angbima Dev III initially came from the present-day Odisha and was defeated by the governor of Bangladesh, Iwaz Hijik. Confirming time travel. 1221. After escaping Kwasam Shoal and Eddie Block Sudpak in Edinburgh, he found himself in Glasgow after losing money in the Indian Sea. What's worse, losing money in the sea or finding yourself in Glasgow? 1226. One day, just one of them, King Prius of Assam destroyed the 9th king of the royal family. 1229. Modern Muslims are not afraid of their ghosts. Contrary to his past actions, he broke free from the shadow of Corrado and took complete control of Cardo.
Woo!
1236, the ruler of modern-day Uzbekistan, Narasimha I, conquered Bidi Wabir and began to rule Bengal, Bihar, and Bengal before the Islamic State group, which ruled Turkey, was defeated. And then Rachel is a white pigeon of the Sultan. Okay. 1257, when the Kamstrup Empire came under the influence of Tazo Sandhya, the owner of Bangladesh, Ikyes, and the emperors Mamaluk and Narasimha Mahadev of Cambodia became Ghana's first police officers. Congrats!
Oh, I gotta write that down.
Why is it always mentioning Cambodia? He's like, yeah, I'm here, boys. 1275, the Saints are late. 1290, you don't need a bear snake. What is a bear snake, can I ask? Or I just don't need it? 1414, as Malawi general manager, Timur defeats Tanri and founded Sarajevo.
Okay.
Very cool.
I'm learning a lot
Deborah
of history.
succeeded her father, Vera Vishapad, the king of Vienna. It's just, you just left India now. I don't know if you've been in India for a while. 1492, in a bid to rescue 140 people abducted from Afghanistan, Afghanistan militants killed Sadal Ruthenian Piper on the battlefield and died of their wounds in the fighting. Masterful gambit there. 1518, like David and Arnold, what matters is that the balance is not the same. 1522, the most heart-wrenching ducal plateau is the Coromandel Bay. Right, I'll keep that in mind. 527, under the whims of Amvisradi, commander, this prostitute betrayed the Shanghai dynasty in the Battle of Canada's Hiradi Gabani. 1545, the king of Syria died and received the Islamic name of Sowat from him. That's continuing on the law, you know. 1572, I went to Fatah Bursik, Abor Anand Lagita in Mughal. This new penetrating building is inspired by the people of Malaysia and Kashmir.
Okay.
What? 1605, after a while, he left, and Jean Jerry went. See you guys. 1661, I'm proud of you. 1669,
Thank you.
the plain and emperor Mughal Hiwan Mudraka met during an encounter in Delphi. I am emperor, but I am also a plane. Thanks to Charlotte Shivaji Maharaj's arrogance, the Mughals captured the White Sikh fort, named after Jagadina Kadahan, during the Battle of Marathi-e-Sinwa. 1680, question mark, subscribing? You heard the man.
Yep.
1682, the Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, said that happiness comes from respecting and respecting you. Okay.
Sure,
Thanks.
we'll take it.
1688, Akbar, who scored his second boundary of the innings, was weighed by Rajaram Jack. Thanks. 1690, during the Adani War, the Maldivian Empire was defeated by the Maldives Empire. What's happening here? What is happening here? 1699, the German was born and ordered by Ananda Sahib Hengelsa
So he
in
was born
Punjab.
and immediately
It's
bought.
very peaceful,
Got
not
it.
that many wars. A lot of killing and death, but not that much war.
Good.
1729, in the Battle of Japan
What just happened?
was
Sorry about
born
that.
and ordered by Ananda Sahib Hengelsa in Punjab. It's very peaceful, there are not that many wars. A lot of killing and death, but not that much war. 1729, in the Battle of Punta Kanan,
Okay.
Emperor Multi defeated the Empire in Moscow at the request of King Jarasha. In the Battle of Dabai, not to be confused with Dubai, the Caesar team defeated the Maratha Mahula Empire and the Maratha Empire. 1754,
Nice.
he was reigned by the King of Kings in the Battle of Komahal. The incident, which happened in a black hole in Kathmandu,
A what?
later turned into a type of PLC war when soldiers of East India were brutally captured. What is the incident? Hello? We don't talk about it. In the Battle of Bharatpur, I got on a plane. Bye-bye.
See you later.
1760, Rangers fight after England loses France. They actually just lost France. Where's he go? 1761, 30,000 Sikhs killed 30,000 Sikhs, of whom not only 30,000, but 1,000 Ahmeds were killed.
What? Ahmeds.
Just specifically 1,000 Ahmeds. I don't know how this happened, but this is very personal, by the way.
They got
like
hit
the
in the
attacks they've been
crossfire.
given. 1762. Madhavara's arrogance led to the defeat of the Great Hague in the Rubber Nizam area of the Marathon Empire and the
Marathon
Great
Empire,
Hack
okay.
of the battlefield. 1798,
The Indian,
the
so that
Fourth
makes sense.
People's Struggle began. The Zide of East India Company and the East India countries renovated the Vedic Empire and installed the fourth toilet. 1817, the Third Anglo-American War began. Hindu College, Presidential College, now Presidential College. they need to let us know that the name hasn't changed. Emperor Durrani of Saskatchewan and Emperor Mulsan, 1818, received the Original Song Award. It's about time something good happened. 1849, during the Chilean War, led by Sinclair Iwala, security forces defeated Anglo-American. Who is Anglo-American? It's just one guy. 1853, the first railway line was built between Mumbai and millions of people.
Okay.
This is a good summary of the British rule in India. British victory in the Indian War of 1857. During the British rule, India left India and the British signed India, ending Mughal rule in India. India's like, you know what, forget it, I'm off. 1869, as long as you read the Bible, it means that you can keep Yehovah as the number of God Talas. What is the original? Okay. It's Mahatma Gandhi is born. What? Possibly pro-Bible? What? What? Why has he got his Twitter handle in there? Just in case you wanted to follow him. 1906, I looked in the mirror. Muslim League formed in Dhaka. Or they're all the same. However, the structure of hot pulp can be similar. Very true. 1911, the Bangladeshi region is a little empty.
That is a little
1912,
empty.
daily program,
They got-
finding a bomb as a flame.
They got TVs and
1915,
bombs.
that was his satisfaction. 1920, Seyfield's game is unbearable.
Uh-oh.
That's my review of Seyfield's game. 1931, perfume seller. Perfume seller, I'm going into battle. I need only your strongest perfumes. 1971, Bangladesh beat Bangladesh by 7 wickets, and Pakistan won the toss and elected to bat first. Why is it all about cricket? This is so important. 2001, many criminals are registered police users in New Delhi. Armed man, 5 months. Is that a threat to me? And in December, Gospel Newsletter. 2002, Do Things, Agni. Britain and the United States encouraged their people to leave India and Pakistan and continue to use violence to prevent war.
What?
Keep using violence there. 2007, there's a high probability of nuclear war between India and Pakistan. The first commercial flight took off from India. That can't be right. No, if it's rockets. So they were really kind of in the future with the tanks, but 2007 they kind of went behind. 2008, after congressional approval, George W. Bush signed a nuclear arms treaty with India, ending the 3-year US attack on New Delhi. Why have they done this? 2009, after winning the election, Prime Minister Manmohan Singh headed the government and held senior positions in the government. Most lost just 11 jobs. I was holding down 12 jobs, and now I've lost 11 of them. 2011, after being the captain for 28 years, Mahendra Sindhu has ruled the Indian cricket world. They've got their own planet for cricket. That's pretty cool. 2013, nice. The helicopter is bad. 2019, my father is determined to elect Modi as the Prime Minister of India. On December 11th, 2019, the Indian Parliament and Citizens Act granted citizenship to Hindus, Muslims, Saints, Zoroastrians, and Christians. In December 2014, there were terrorist attacks in Pakistan, Bangladesh, and Afghanistan, and no one escaped. What do you mean? Huh? How is that the last thing? What do you mean no one escaped?
What happened?
That's it. Thanks again to Incogni for sponsoring this video. Check them out in the description.
So, Indian history. Apparently they had black holes. And they may or may not have done terrorist attacks on Pakistan, Afghanistan, and Bangladesh, and nobody escaped. I don't know what happened there.
I don't either.
Alright, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more to go. As of recording.
Okay.
If you guys enjoyed this video, click the like button, subscribe if you're new, and we'll see y'all in the next one.